Should you go with the massive national reverse mortgage lender, or should you pick a helpful broker who isn't as massive? Well, that is the question. My name is Jason Eichmiller, and I run this channel, Reverse Mortgage Reality, which is a part of my smaller mortgage brokerage, Key Home Lending. And I'm probably biased about this, so take that with a grain of salt. But this is what I've been doing since 2008, and I've helped a little bit of over 460 seniors and their families, and their advisors, their financial advisors, their realtors, help them all learn about, and if it's appropriate, get reverse mortgages. So I think I'm pretty well versed to speak at this, and in my past I actually was a vice president at one of the major reverse mortgage companies, if you remember who Urban Financial Group was, before they turned into Finance of America. I did that way back when. So kind of have an insider perspective on both. So let's go over the three big reasons why brokers are better, but I'll show you empirically why. So the first reason is speed. Now, when you're working with a smaller mortgage broker, well, I'll just tell you how I do it. I run all of my files. I do have processors who help me, but I oversee everything. That means when we start with a file, everything is done within the same day. That means counseling going out. That means the application. That means if you have a phone call, if you need, this doesn't have so much to do with speed, but we'll talk about it anyway. If you need to have a conversation before office hours or after office hours or over the weekend. Heck, most of these, I'm recording this on my mobile phone right now. Most of the calls that come in, they get routed to my cell phone. So I've spoken with clients. I've taken an application. Might be sad, but I've taken an application while watching my daughter Molly play soccer. But I was a little bit distracted cheering for her, but we still got the thing done. So as far as speed goes, we do these things lightning quick. And availability, kind of same thing. I know that your schedule is probably different than mine, and I've got kids sports, but my wife and my kids know that doing this is a huge priority, and that the folks that I work with and I help, they've got different needs and they've got different time frames. So very easy to speak with you before hours, after hours, whenever you need. As far as the quickest, I'll give you a quick story. We closed Linda two and a half weeks ago or so. And from when we started, we got the counseling done very quickly. We got the application done very quickly. Actually sent a notary out to her house. But you can do you can do an application online. We can send a notary, whatever makes you comfortable. But then we figured out, when I did an audit on her house condition, she did have to slow down a little bit. She did have to fix up the house a little bit. But once it was done, we got the appraiser out there, and it's important in this world for, if you do have issues with your house condition, you get the house fixed prior to getting the reverse mortgage, or prior to getting the appraisal, not after. And the reason is, if you get the appraisal done and the appraiser notices something, then you've got to fix it, then they've got to go back out and they charge you $175 more, which nobody likes. I don't like telling you that they're going to charge you more money. So anyway, we got it done the right way, and the appraiser came out, and from when I got the appraisal in to when I got it clear to close, 4 days. That was 4 days. The average reverse mortgage, especially when you're going with these bigger companies, because they have levels, they've got processors, they've got underwriters, they've got vice presidents and assistant vice presidents. Everybody has to scrub the file and look at the file. Normally those take between 60 and 90 days to close. Now, we went 4 days from the appraisal in to clearing Linda to close. Hallelujah. That was pretty awesome. I was super happy about that. So that is speed. Let's talk about flexibility. That's the next big picture topic. So we already talked about flexibility and the fact that somebody like me, I'm available to help you whenever you need, whenever the best time is for you to be helped. But if we go deeper into kind of the way that I personally set this business up, as far as flexibility goes, I work with a number of reverse mortgage lenders. So we do all the big boys, really. We're Finance of America, AAG, reverse mortgage funding, Longbridge, South River's a new player in the jumbo proprietary game. They've got a couple really neat niches for their programs, but they are kind of nichey. So my point is this, and I'll tell you a quick story. Yesterday, we all know that, yesterday was November 2nd, to give you kind of time frame. You might not be watching it on the day that this goes on YouTube. But on November 2nd, which was yesterday, the Fed raised their interest rates by 75 basis points. Again, rates go up. They've continuously gone up. They're going to go up in December, again, mind you. So what happened when they did that? One of the big lenders, they didn't cancel their proprietary program, but they cut the loan to values by over 50%. That means if you're getting a program or getting a proprietary reverse with these people, you're basically not getting it anymore because it just doesn't make sense. It's silly. The amount that they cut it was just disgusting. So why do I bring that up as far as flexibility goes? My client right now, Lisa and Paul, they're over in California. They are going to be moved over to another lender who's going to give them the most amount of money out of all of the lenders that are out there. So what I do, and this is the exact reason why I surround myself with so many reverse mortgage companies. Hint, I don't care who we use as long as they're the ones who are going to give you the best terms and the best deal. So we're moving them over as we speak. I'm actually waiting for the old company to release the application and release the file online so that I can switch it over. So it behooves you, if you're with that company or if you're with a major company and they suspend their products or they increase the interest rates drastically or they decrease the money that you can get, well, if your loan originator is married to that one company, that's kind of a tough thing. They're not going to be able to help you, and they're going to kind of fight, and it makes sense because we all make money to do this, but they're only going to get paid if that one company closes your loan. So they're going to kind of fight to keep you there. I got that news yesterday. I checked the loan to values today. Once the rates came out, I said, well, thank you guys so much. Thanks for letting me know. Maybe when you improve your programs, we'll be back, but I've got to move Lisa and Paul because we've got to get them the absolute best scenario that they can possibly get. They need it. They need every bit of money that I can stuff into their piggy bank. So I'm going to damn well make sure that I've got their back. I don't have the reverse mortgage company's back. I hope that makes sense. So that's a big reason for flexibility. Sometimes, and especially in this world, the pricing sometimes changes a little bit. Just for example, this one, they cut their loan to values by 50. It's so crazy. We thought it would be 20%. It's 50% as well. From publishing time right now, they might improve it a little bit, but I'm really going to set out to make sure that whatever your scenario is, whatever your situation is, and what your need is, I'm going to figure the company that's going to get you the best rates, the most money, the biggest credit, whatever you need, I'm going to figure out the company that's going to do best by you. Hope that makes sense. By the way, if you do want to cut the rest of this, if you do want to have a conversation, or if you found out that your reverse mortgage, your proprietary reverse just got cut, then go ahead. My contact information will be below somewhere. My name is Jason. I run Reverse Mortgage Reality. My phone number is 888-309-9705. My email is jason@keyhomelending.com. And my website, if you want to just book an appointment or look at other folks who've done the process with me, it's www.reversequotes.com. All right, enough about that. So the third reason why I think in my clients, their piggy banks definitely think it's a good idea to go with an expert broker is celebrities. We don't hire celebrities. Have you ever seen Tom Selleck on this channel? Besides, and I think I had a couple joke thumbnails. You saw him on this one. It's kind of an interesting depiction of him from the, I think, probably early 80s when he was not thinking about doing reverse mortgage commercials at all. But when I started doing this, when I started doing reverses in 2008, we had Robert Wagner as our celebrity spokesman. And he did a great job of bringing people in. I'm not convinced that he knew much about reverse mortgages, nor am I convinced that Tom Selleck knows anything about reverse mortgages. But he does look good on TV, and he's very convincing. Why? Because he's one of the best actors in the world. So that's not my point, though, because it's okay to have a celebrity. It's okay to have somebody advertise stuff for you. I mean, heck, I do this for Key Home Lending, but on the other hand, I'm the guy who actually walks you through the whole process. The problem with having celebrities, and also the challenge with having bigger reverse mortgage companies, especially in this market where rates are going up and yields are going down and you're getting less money, you need as much money as you can possibly get from this. And yes, this celebrity guy, right, Mr. Selleck or whoever else it'll be in the future, they cost money. They are not cheap. One thing I wish, I'm kicking myself, I never asked how much Robert Wagner cost us to do his commercials, but he got paid in two ways, and I'm sure Mr. Selleck has the same. He got paid up front to shoot the commercials, kind of as a retainer. Then he got a little piece of every single reverse mortgage that was done. Now, how that can be compliantly done legally, I have no idea, because it feels like you shouldn't be able to, but that's how he got paid. So why is this important? Because who cares how much he gets paid? The problem is that he's got to get paid out of your loan proceeds. So thus, they've got to charge you either a higher interest rate or more fees to pay him. Then when you have these companies, and I can attest, I was a vice president at Urban Financial Group, which later on turned into Finance of America Reverse. When you have situations like this, when you have vice presidents and assistant vice presidents and processing managers and underwriting managers and all that stuff, well, what happens? They all got to get paid. How do they get paid? They get paid from your deal, which means, again, you guessed it, you got to pay more, which means higher fees or higher interest rate or a combination of the both. Now, I'm not coming to you telling you that I'm doing this for free. I got 3 little kitties, Alyssa, Jason, and Molly. They're not cheap. But what I'm able to do, because I handle the vast majority of this stuff myself, and I walk you through the process hand in hand, I can make a good living, and it is for profit, I do make money, but I can make a good living while not overcharging you. So that's kind of I want to help you. And I'll tell you this, the folks that go through this, who are nice enough to allow me to do the reverse mortgage for them, they more often than not do give me referrals, so I can kind of make up that difference on a volume basis. Plus, I don't have to pay off a lot of people besides my 3 little kitties in food and clothes. So those are the 3 reasons why I think it's more advantageous for somebody like me as a smaller expert reverse mortgage broker, how I can do a little bit better for you in timing, in flexibility, and in cost. And I think you enjoy the process too. It's kind of neat. I make friends with a lot of my clients, so send each other holiday cards, and we get on the horn every once in a while to chat, see how life is going. So if you like that idea, then I'd be absolutely more than happy to help you. And helping you starts with a discussion, because I don't know if a reverse mortgage is right for you right now, and I don't know if you qualify for a reverse. So best way to get in touch with me, you got 3 options. If you want to get me right now, you can give me a ring at 888-309-9705. Again, the info's below somewhere. You can email me at jason@keyhomelending.com, or you can go to reversequotes.com, fill in your information. If you want to watch some of the testimonial videos and stuff, they're right below. I've got a couple letters below too. Go and do whatever makes you feel comfortable. We'll jump on a call eventually. And hey, if I can help you and you want to be helped, I'll do my very, very best for you. So thank you for hearing me out. I appreciate you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.